Hey guys, I am here at 8 Row Flint with Christina Remy. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good. Christina is the GM of not only my favorite bar, but my favorite place to grab a bite, be it a taco or nachos. And it's located right here in the Heights on 11th Street. So, Christina, are you originally from Houston?
No, I grew up in Louisiana.
Okay, what part of Louisiana?
I grew up in Lafayette. I was born in Baton Rouge. Moved out to Pearland in high school, so been out in Houston for about 15 years now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what's your background? You know, you run this bar on the day-to-day. What did you come from the bar industry? Where'd you kind of start?
So I have been working in the industry since I was 16.
Okay.
Whether it was, working at a burger joint to working at a Chili's or TGI Fridays or Buffalo Wild Wings. And then I kind of transitioned into the whole bar scene back in 2007.
Okay.
I worked everywhere from Washington to Midtown to the Heights, and slowly graduating into 8 Row Flint, working for some of the best people in town, Morgan and Ryan, yeah. So it's been exciting. It's been a good role, I guess,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I went to culinary school.
Okay.
Graduated culinary school in 2012. Worked in the kitchen for a while and was completely miserable. And decided to go into the front of the house aspect of things and started managing bars and never turned back.
That's awesome. So you started here as a bartender, right?
I did.
I do remember when y'all first opened. Yeah.
So I was managing a couple of places downtown, and I wanted to kind of get out of the managing aspect of it and get back into bartending. And so I came to 8 Row Flint wanting to just strictly bartend, and then I got asked to move up in management. I accepted the position.
Well, it stinks because you were my favorite bartender. So it's, but
it was fun.
So, I mean, you are pregnant.
I am.
And almost due, right? Like tomorrow.
A week and a half, almost there.
So how are you balancing that out? Because I know, you also have you have a daughter already.
I do.
How do you kind of balance that out? Running a bar, being pregnant, being a mother. I know that the shifts are kind of long, the hours are long, and you're always on your feet. So, how have you kind of balanced that?
I really, I have a great team, and I fall back on my team a lot, and I'm lucky to have such a good team that I can fall back on. I've got a great staff, that helps that a lot. It's all a day-to-day basis,
Yeah.
It's all new to me, because working in this industry for so long, being able to work those long hours to versus now the past 2 years having a daughter that's 2 and then 1 on the way. It's been a little stressful, but I've just been staying active and exercising, eating right. Those are all super important things to do while you're pregnant, and that's just how I've been keeping by.
And it's got to be hard being pregnant with all this amazing whiskey selection.
Booze.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, that's the most unfortunate part about it, is that we have such a good selection here of spirits, whether it's bourbon or mezcal or tequila, that I can't taste things.
Yeah.
But I luckily have a good staff that taste things for me and that tell me all about it.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. So, being a woman in the bar industry and, the kind of hospitality industry in general, especially running it, is there any pitfalls that you've had to go through? I mean, it seems like, it is, especially the GM role is more of a male-dominated kind of position.
It is. There have been setbacks and, downfalls with it being such a male-dominant industry. I luckily have a good team in the whole agricole hospitality. I mean, every location in agricole is run by women.
That's awesome.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You have Lainey at Revival, you have Leonore at Cultivari, who are just amazing, strong women, and we all kind of fall back on each other and we support each other, and so it's a good support system. You have times where, you'll have these male-dominant people come in, and you just kind of have to hold your pride and stand strong, and make sure they know just as much as any guy that comes into the building that thinks that they know about bourbon or whatnot.
You have to shoot them down. Just
You gotta
a
shoot
little
down.
bit,
You know,
right?
you gotta take away from their pride and show them, hey, I'm just as much of a knowledgeable bourbon connoisseur as you are, if not more. You know, I'm around it every single day.
And you know, I've seen that like 2 or 3 times when I've been here.
Yeah.
And you know, you kind of talking a little bit, and the guy interrupting you.
Yeah.
And then you kind of knocking him down a peg or 4.
You know, regardless,
nice.
we are in the hospitality industry, and so I've got to make sure that I am, you know, making all the customers happy, whether it's letting them show their pride and show their knowledge, and me just kind of standing back and be like, all right,
Yeah.
good, you're good, you know, you're smart, good job. Or it's, you know, me teaching them something. You know,
Exactly.
I feel like we're always learning regardless of how much we know. There's always something new out there, and there's always something that we can grow on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'd have to ask you this one question. So, you know, after you give birth, what is the first bourbon that you're going to try?
So Mr. Morgan Weber gave me some Pappy 15 year after our huge Pappy Day. So I have some of that saved at home for me. So of course after
Sorry guys, the battery died. So
yeah, Mr. Weber gave me a little shot of Pappy 15 year that I'll drink for the first time. And then of course we have our new spring cocktails that we just launched yesterday.
Awesome.
So I can't wait to actually be able to enjoy those and try those.
yeah, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So I do ask this question. I've asked this question to every single woman I've talked to. Do you have any advice to any young woman that's, you know, wanting to come up into the hospitality world, become a GM, become a manager? You know, do you have any good kind of experience that you can kind of throw out their way?
I would say, you know, just work hard, and if you want something, just don't ever hold yourself back. You know, this is a male-dominated industry, and just making sure that you show everybody that you can work just as hard as anybody else, regardless of your gender or your personality or anything. You know, if you work hard, you can strive to get what you want.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Christina, thank you so much for hanging out with me, talking.
Thank you.
And more importantly, happy Women's History Month. And guys, if you ever get thirsty or want to grab a bite to eat, please come see Christina and her awesome team here at 8 Row Flint in the Heights.